Skin that smoke wagon and see what happens.
How's that for a slice of fried gold?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know how this machine worked.
It seems to run on some form of electricity.
And it was wrong. It was a bad call, Ripley. It was a bad call.
Bad call.
Some are good for fighting, others for dying.
It's just two movies.
Hey there, you dirty sinners. I'm the Reverend King. Welcome to church. This is another episode of It's Just Two Movies. My name is Daniel King. With me, this is most of the time, is my buddy Birdman. Oh, Brandon Birdman.
Heyo, we're back.
We're back for more. We're back for more. Have you ever seen a movie?
I know a movie.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I went to high school with one, which was either just the other day or several years ago, depending on if this running joke is still funny. Hey, been, bruh.
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Anything new and exciting going on?
Not really. I mean, I've just been good.
That's good.
Kind of, I don't know. We had a snowstorm. That was interesting.
We did have a snowstorm. And
apocalypse.
It was bullshit. I don't like it.
I don't like it. How you been, Dan?
You know, I've been pretty good. I've been pretty good. Not gonna lie, I was feeling a little depressed last week. Not for any particular reason, that's how depression works.
Yeah.
But feeling much better now. Not sure what had me in a little funk. I probably just need some sunshine.
I
hear
that's good for you.
Well, all summer long, I'm outside most of the time. Like, if the sun's up, I am probably out in it.
Yeah. Just doing dad stuff.
Just your general dad stuff, burning boxes, moving rocks, cutting grass. Yeah.
Weeding.
Yeah, jerking off in the woods. Just normal dad stuff, Alone, just so we're clear, jerking off in the woods alone. No, but I mean, apart from that, I actually did just a couple of weeks ago, and I forgot to mention it to you. And then I realized you were going to come back on for this episode.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh my God, yeah, I just watched this movie, Bloody Hell. And it was fun, just a super fun, quick in and out, like just a horror adventure. I think a horror comedy adventure, I would probably call it.
It's a few different things.
They call it a horror thriller on the Google.
On the Googles?
Yeah, which is probably accurate, but
I don't know. I guess I wouldn't really go with horror. Horror, but I guess some people would consider it a horror.
Some people do like horror. Yeah, so about this movie, I just kind of rented it on a whim. I was like, I want something to watch. I was like, this looks okay. It looks fine.
It looks fine. It
looks better than other things that were options to choose at the time. So I rented it on a whim. Alicia and I sat and watched it, and she liked it a lot.
Yeah?
Which is, a horror thriller is not usually her type of jam. She's just not
me
into
either, really.
Yeah. So I would say same. Typically I don't find them that entertaining because they're all kind of the same.
Exactly,
it's all the same shit. How many types of horror thrillers are there? 12.
Maybe
are there maybe 12? I've never seen anything quite like this though. I thought it was refreshing.
It
was
refreshing.
Fun. It's the comedy in it is it's very funny. It's just a very funny movie. This Bloody Hell is, of course, a 2020 horror thriller. Runtime hour 35 minutes. It's got a 6.6 out of 10 on IMDb, which I thought was weird. Metacritic 52. Certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, so
coming in at a 90. Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna get into this a little bit. I feel like maybe I need to start looking at Rotten Tomatoes more. I don't know, because this is a film that because I use IMDb a lot.
Yeah.
You know that.
If you would have looked at it,
if I would have looked this up,
you'd have never watched it.
I would have never watched it.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about us doing this. And with you guys watch a lot more movies than I do.
I've got super weird taste too. So I like strange shit.
I think we both kind of have fairly similar tastes, though.
I would agree.
But yeah, I was thinking about this the other day. This is not a movie that I would have watched, but I'm so glad that I did because I really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I purchased it actually right before we started recording this.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to put it in my collection. You can see me whipping this out all the time.
Yeah.
It's an hour 30.
It's easy, breezy,
yeah,
beautiful.
You just scooch right through it. Cover, squirrel.
Squirrel.
That's why we don't. Anyway. The initial release for this was January 14th, 2021 in Australia, and looks like this just went straight to streaming, which is unfortunate. Maybe that's why you couldn't find any, like...
Well, I found, I don't know, conflicting information, because I saw on IMDb it made like $28,000 worldwide, but then I also saw from a website called The Numbers, which it just gives the numbers on probably any film that exists. It says around $63,000.
Okay, and you said that you read that this is the first piece of a planned trilogy?
I did read that. I don't know if that's true.
I hope we get this, and I hope it's like the adventures of Rex. And Alia.
Yeah. That would be badass.
I really hope that's what it is. But your two main characters, Rex, played by Ben O'Toole, and Meg Fraser, who plays Alia. We'll get into detail about all that stuff, but it would not shock me at all if you start seeing these two in all kinds of stuff. Or like in some real nice high-budget shit, because the performance out of those two...
It was great.
Is top shelf, man. Yeah. It really, really was. Ben Toole, especially.
O'Toole.
O'Toole. Is that not what I said? What'd I say?
I think you just said Ben Toole.
Oh, sorry. Ben O'Toole.
O'Toole.
Ben O'Toole. He's kind of playing two characters.
Yeah.
Which are both the same guy, but they're different at the same time.
Yeah. We'll get there.
Yeah.
So just before we really dive into the film, this was directed by Alistair Grierson, who is, you probably don't know a lot of Grierson's work. Sanctum, Perer's War.
I think I've seen Sanctum.
Really?
I think so.
Well, I guess the average viewer probably wouldn't know this.
Gotcha.
Right. It was, let's see, the writer was Robert Benjamin. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of throw that out there before we started.
The important, there's more cast members than this in it, but these are the people that are mainly in the film. You've got Ashley Lolback, Travis Jeffrey, Jack Finster, Ryan Taryn, Carolyn Craig, Meg Fraser, and again, Ben O'Toole. It also says that Sissy Stringer is in it, but I don't recall what from.
Sissy Stringer, if you refine by popularity, she comes up first. And I think it's because she was the cashier. You see her for like 2 seconds.
It might be chronological.
Well, it's by popularity. So the reason for that is because she's going to be in the new Mortal Kombat film. So I think that's probably why.
Yeah, probably so.
She comes up.
Which I'm really excited about that. Did we make that happen? Because on the show, weren't we like, it's time?
Oh, it was all us.
It's time for a new Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah, that's the reason it was because of
we have the technology. Movies. Yeah, so it's whoever it is out there in Hollywood that listens to It's Just Two Movies and decided to make our movie Mortal Kombat 2021. Thank you.
Thanks.
It's a tremendous honor.
She's going to be Melina.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, this casting, it's great. It's funny. It's serious. It's fucking a little bit of everything. And I love it.
It's smart. It's smart and clever and funny and kind of like gory. And there's a couple little jump scares in there. And it's great.
Do you want to start with, sorry.
I was going to say, would you like to tell us what it's about? Or would you like to tell everyone else what it's about? I know what it's about.
I'll let you take this one.
Fuck.
Fuck.
Got a guy named Rex. He does prison. He does butts in prison, probably. And then after he gets out, he decides he's going to move to Finland. And he is effectively captured in Finland.
And shit goes down.
Shit goes down. Shit goes down hard. So that's what happens. It's the adventures of Ben O'Toole and his sassy inner self.
Just known as Rex.
Roll Rex.
I fucking hate the name Rex. I'm just going to say it. I'm sorry if you're listening to this and your name is Rex.
It's probably not, though.
It's...
Unless you're a dog. If anybody puts this, if there are any dogs... Hey, you good boy.
All right. Let's get into this fucking movie.
Let's do it. All right, Bird, lay it on me. What you got?
Let's go. All right. So we start in Helsinki, Finland. And we've got a little girl. Her name is Aaliyah. So she's running from some folks.
She is running from some folks.
And eventually jumps into a lake and is...
And they're running after her and like speaking Finnish. So they're like, Aaliyah. Aaliyah. Aaliyah.
She jumps into a lake to presumably kill herself. because she just fucking chills in there. She's like, I'm good.
Wow.
We don't know why though. But she's pulled out of the lake. That's it. That's all you see.
Yeah.
And then we fucking skip to where else? Boise, Idaho.
Boise, Idaho. That's exactly what I wrote down to. Boise, Idaho bank. So it's where you get Rex. He comes up. He's standing in line. There's a hot bank teller and 3 other like not attractive bank tellers. I don't know how else to put it. So he's like trying to, plan it just right. So he gets the hot bank teller because he wants to hit on her real hard. And he does, and they're chatting each other up, and you can tell she kind of likes him, and he really likes her.
Yeah, he really likes her.
She's kind of flirting back a little bit.
Yeah.
And bank robbers.
Boom.
Bank Everybody get on the fucking ground.
That's what you just. I mean, that's all you can say when you're robbing a bank.
Yeah.
Right. What else do you else do you come in with?
Everyone, please lay down.
Hey, can you please?
If you could take the prone position.
Oh, shit. All right. So, yeah, we get a bank robbery scene, another customer. We get a peek at this woman that has a gun sticking right out of her purse.
Yeah, you can tell she got a little 38 special.
Yep.
Just tucked in her purse, and Rex is eyeballing it.
He's eyeballing it. And she's
like looking at her, and she's shaking her head
like,
no. And he's like, yeah, but you should, though. You
should. You really should.
You really should. They're just going to fucking hurt people, so.
And it's kind of funny how this happens. She is... Essentially, I guess she's giving her purse up.
Yeah, she's like got it in the air. Everybody's holding their wallets up and shit.
Yeah. And her purse gets knocked right into Rex's lap.
Yep. And then you get the title screen.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Bloody hell.
Is it when he's sitting there staring at that bag? Is that the first time you see his like inner self or whatever? Or is that later?
No,
I think that's later.
Yeah, I think that's a little later.
Okay.
So yeah, the purse gets knocked into Rex's lap and he fucking fights back.
He doesn't just fight. He John Wicks these motherfuckers.
Right.
They even tell him, they're like, oh, you're like real life John Wick. All the people that are like, I saw you on YouTube, dude. That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
So he does just start fucking mowing through these cocksuckers.
And we see a little bit more of that later in the film.
Yeah,
but
which is great.
You get to see a little bit of him, a little bit of the action with Rex. But right after this, we get kind of a split story. Or no, I'm sorry. It's during the robbery that we get like a split story where Rex is in court. And yeah. So you get
it's just him like talking to his lawyer and his lawyer talking to the court.
Right.
It's like, they called me a hero like 6 times. He's like, that's not gonna he's like, you're gonna have to go to prison.
You're gonna have to go to prison. Right.
Yeah. Do people think you're a hero? Absolutely.
And the only thing we really find out, and you kind of presume that this is why he has to go to prison, is one innocent person is killed. Doesn't show you how. Doesn't say anything about it, really. So, yeah, Rex is sentenced to 8 years in prison.
Which is bullshit.
It really is.
Yeah.
That's... come on.
I wouldn't think a jury alive would convict him of that.
I don't think so. I would like to think that it might be like 3 or 4 years. I don't know. Maybe I
understand why vigilante stuff is illegal. I get it.
Yeah.
Because it is dangerous and other people can get hurt. And then are you going to be responsible for that? Because you kind of have to be. But probably be a better place to live, Right.
He means well.
Yeah.
Is what it boils down to. Yeah.
Well, I mean, when the bank robbers come in, they like fucking pistol whip a lady in the face and break her fucking nose. Don't they shoot somebody too? Yeah,
they kill the guard, I think, like immediately.
Yeah, so they've killed one person.
They've already killed one person.
They could have killed the second person. I mean, I think if you get hit in the fucking face hard enough with the butt of a gun, that can cause some sort of a hemorrhage, I would assume.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, Rex does 8 years. I don't think it really shows... I mean, throughout the film, we get a little bit of the prison scenes. There's not a lot there.
No, it's like him shooting spitwads at a map because he's trying to figure out where he's going when he gets out of prison.
So he eventually does get out of prison, 8 years.
Yeah.
And this is where we see his...
dick.
His dick. Yep. It's huge because his
pretty
name
good size.
is Rex.
And he's here for sex.
Why wouldn't he have a huge dick? No, this is the first time we see his conscience, right?
Yeah.
Because he's going, he goes out to eat.
Oh, it's always, well, back up a step. He goes to a gas station. He's getting that shit at the gas station. He sees the magazine with his face on it. He gets that and he throws it on the counter. And the lady's like, "Hey, brr, 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 brr." When he goes to the magazine rack and he's getting ready to pick it up, right above that magazine is a leaflet for Helsinki, Finland.
Oh, okay.
Just a little Easter egg I happened to spot.
Yeah, I did see that. I just didn't write it down. Nice.
Yeah, so I thought that was neat. But what does that imply, though? Because he already knows that's where he's going. Like, he already knows that.
But I don't think it showed that at that point in the film.
No,
so,
but wouldn't he grab it? Or wouldn't he, because he's already done his homework? Who knows?
Maybe he just doesn't give a shit. He's just like winging.
He probably does.
He seems like the dude that's just winging it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's like, I'll land on my feet or I'll murder some people.
So, yeah, we get his personified conscience. And I assume that's kind of like a coping mechanism.
Yeah. He's got a real Ash vibe from Ash versus Evil Dead, only like cooler.
Yeah.
Like, because Ash is kind of slapsticky. You know what I mean? He is Mr. Suave, but he's also like in his 50s.
Right.
Which is fine, but it's just a younger, but he's kind of doing that same thing though. You know what I mean? He's got some quips and quotes and
a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, like you said, Rex goes to the store. He gets what he needs. He goes to grab a bite to eat, and he's heckled like crazy.
Dude, there's like just 30 paparazzi in his face, like.
And it cracks me up because his conscience is like just sitting across from him, you know, in the booth, just fucking with
him.
Yeah.
How much you think they get for one of these? $200? Nah, more than that. Not more than that. You're
fucking famous.
Yeah, it's like, you're fucking famous, bro. Dude looks at him. He's like, "Don't you do it? Don't you do it?" And then he acts like he's gonna flip the table at him, like really violently. So I guess the moral of the story here is, if Rex thinks a thing, that projected consciousness knows it.
Yeah.
So they work in tandem.
Right.
But I guess it helps him to work things out by talking to him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Helps him stay calm.
Which I like a lot.
Yeah. So yeah, right after this, Rex visits a friend who's he's funny. He's got a couple of funny lines.
Yeah, he's got a couple jabs.
Bar. Yeah. I guess Rex used to work at this bar, whatever. Rex gets his shit that old boy was holding for him. Most importantly, it's a passport.
Yep.
So he can get to Finland.
Oh, it shows he's got like a bank statement with like...
Yeah, a good chunk of change.
Yeah, he's
like
got
$30,000 or something like that.
Yeah, he's got enough money to leave the country.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And settle down.
Right.
And at the airport, some people are just watching him, real creepy like.
Oh yeah.
Talking about him, speaking in a different language, and he's also being kind of harassed by several other people.
Yeah. He's like, "Good fucking John Wick, man. Fucking Matrix, bro." Whatever he's saying to him. "What's that like? You're a fucking hero, man. You come to my country, I treat you like a king." I don't know. It's fucking weird shit. And then, they're the weird couple behind him. They're speaking Finnish.
Yeah.
And another guy comes up and sits next to him, and he's like, "That man and that woman say they're gonna get you. That you'd be perfect for their son." And he's like, "What does that mean?"
What the fuck are you talking about, dude?
I don't know. Just what
I just
heard
him. Yeah.
I thought you would want to know that. It seems like I would want to know if anybody hears anybody say that behind my back. I'd like to be in the loop on that.
Right.
So he eventually gets up and goes to the bathroom. He's taking a piss.
Yes.
He's taking a piss, and he's talking to his imaginary self. And what's he say, man? He's just fucking ripping funny ass lines left and right.
Yeah. Well, my favorite part of this, Rex is taking a piss. The Finnish man that was talking to his wife, he just busts out of the bathroom, out of one of the stalls.
Yep.
And just stares Rex down.
And zips his pants one-handed with just such a I don't give a shit flourish on it. Like,
right.
Like here, if you can hear this. Just no, one hand just slipped it right up. I was like, man, that's what an eccentric guy.
Yeah.
You ever clip yourself?
Right. Oh.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Yeah. Moving at that kind of lightning speed.
He's practice.
I fucking guess so.
So yeah, he busts out of the stall, and referring earlier to the couple that want to, get him, Rex's conscience says, he definitely wants to get you. Tuck your dick in away. Tuck your dick away quick.
Yeah, he's very, the whole thing's really funny. So he kind of shakes it off. He gets on the plane. He's listening to his Zune.
Oh my God. Yeah.
That little Jim, because he's been in prison for 8 years.
Right.
He's got his Zune. Oh God, it's fucking great. He gets to Helsinki, Finland. He gets his shit. and he's starting to realize that nobody knows who he is. Nobody's stopping him or talking to him.
Yeah.
Nobody's like trying to get his picture. He's just another face in the crowd. So he gets this big old shit-eating grin on his face, and then he gets picked up by a taxi.
Which I would call a spotter taxi, by the way.
Ooh.
Because they're obviously watching him.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
They've got his picture.
Yeah.
And they deliberately cut in front of other taxis to pick this guy up.
Yeah. Yep. So they get him, and they're driving him somewhere.
Somewhere in Finland.
And then the driver puts on a gas mask and turns on like fucking...
Is that... I'm trying to think about what that is, what gas that is.
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean?
It would have to say it's knockout gas.
Yeah, exactly.
Of some fictional origin, probably.
But yeah, the guy's got, plexiglass between passenger and driver.
It's got some pretty hardcore glass in that taxi, man.
Oh, yeah.
So Rex is kicking the shit out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's, as you find out shortly after, he's fucking cut up.
Yeah.
He's cut up, man. Dude, don't skip gym day in prison. I wouldn't either. You have to be working out all the time.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Fucking fuck butts in prison.
Fucking butts. So the taxi takes him to what I wrote down as it's the OG house. We see this house in the very beginning.
It's a really cute movie, really cute house too.
Yeah, it's a nice,
just a cute
nice
little like
charming
Finnish cottage style, but it's big. You know what I mean? Yeah,
mm-hmm. Yeah. Because I think it has 3 levels. Pretty sure basement, first floor, and then 3-story. I think. Yeah, it's a nice house,
nice place.
And at this house, the girl Aaliyah, we find out she's she's
Alia.
Alia, is it Alia?
It's Alia.
Alia.
Well, that's what all the Finnish people call her.
Alia.
Yeah.
Alia.
Like Aria, but Alia. That doesn't make a difference. We're in America, so...
Well, this is America?
Say, I'd call her fucking Angelina if I want. You know what she's going to do? Nothing, because she'll never listen to this.
So at the house in Finland, Alia is reading her brother a story, and the next scene we get is Rex being held in the fucking basement.
Yeah, and he's like slowly coming to, and his imaginary self is out there. He's like... Because he's getting ready to scream, and his imaginary self, closes his mouth. He's like, shh, shut the fuck up. Don't make a fucking noise. Because he's like, we might have forever if you just don't let them know you're awake.
Yeah.
But
the reason he's about to freak out, well, I mean, other than being tied up in the basement,
right,
is he's missing part of his fucking right leg.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's from the kneecap down. They left like a stub.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get a good prosthesis on there. At least you can still bend it at the knee,
right?
Which evidently is a big deal because if you have an amputation above the knee, even if you do wear a prosthesis, it wears your hip down really fast, because of the way you have to walk.
That makes sense.
Not being able to bend the knee. It's just something I was reading on. I thought it was interesting reading. I retained it for some reason.
Right.
Have it.
So Rex, he comes to through talking to himself.
Mm-hmm.
He realizes that it's a family. It's an entire family that has captured him because he sees their bikes on the wall.
Yeah, and they cut his leg off. So he's trying to think about it. He's like, why the leg though? Mm-hmm.
Just the leg.
Why am I still alive and why just the leg?
Right.
So the more he can't quite figure that part out.
Yeah, and he starts trying to escape, obviously, as anyone would.
Yeah.
He's trying to chew the rope. And the little boy, Alia's little brother, he's peeking around, and he finds Rex.
Get a little nosy.
Yeah. And what does Rex do?
He fucking knees him in the nose bone so hard. I thought he was dead.
I thought he was dead.
Yeah. I super thought he was dead.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I like the way that he swung the leg that had part of it cut off. Because you could swing it faster, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think he even says that at one point. He's like, "Ooh, I'm lighter."
Yeah, he's doing chin-ups to see if he can bite through the rope. He's he does 5 or 6 of them. He's like, I'm way lighter.
Yeah, his conscience is like, dude, fucking.
Yeah, come on.
We need to escape here.
Yeah, we need to get out of here.
Yeah, he knocks the shit out of that kid.
Mm-hmm. Gets him just close enough to knee him in the face and then kind of grapple him with his legs.
He's able to grapple him, and capture him.
He gets him in a pretty classic sleeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it makes sense. He's got the military background.
Yeah.
So
Can't
he's
quite reach that knife though, because the kid had a knife.
Yeah. But through all this, Alia wakes up and she starts to look for her little brother.
Mm-hmm.
I think they shared a room, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Which is kind of weird.
Finland.
Finland, maybe.
Yeah.
I guess.
Nobody's sharing a room with the other brother.
Right.
I wouldn't. Just wouldn't wake up. Anywho, we'll talk about the family dynamics here shortly. Alia comes back down looking for
I
Ollie.
believe his name was Ollie.
Yeah. Comes back down looking for Ollie. And Rex starts talking to her. He's like, hey, do you speak English? Do you speak English? Please speak English. Do you speak English? And she finally answers him. He's like, okay, you just hand me that knife right over there, and I'll let him go.
Yeah, I won't hurt him.
You won't hurt him.
Anymore.
You can anymore.
I think he says that.
Yeah. And he's like,
or again, or something like that.
I'll let you go, and then I'm going to murder the rest of your family, and then I'm going to leave. And she's just like, no, you can't. He hasn't seen anybody else in the family yet. Just the kid and the boy.
Right.
But he's already like, no, I'm fucking killing these people. Which I thought was humorous. His like dedication to it in the first. I mean, things don't look good. You know what I mean? They took you against your will, had you gassed unconscious, and then amputated.
Cut off part of your...
Yeah, probably your dominant one too.
Son of a bitch.
Tough way.
Rex is trying to barter, but he fucks up. He drops the boy.
Mm-hmm.
The family eventually finds the boy, and they take him to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
But they tell Alia, her mother tells her...
She's not part of the family.
She's not part of the fucking family.
Stupid bitch.
Her mom's a bitch.
Yeah, they're all just super mean to her because she
wants out.
She's not down with what's going down there.
Yeah.
She wants to be doctor.
But it's kind of funny. She immediately daydreams about Rex.
Yeah, she just lays on the bench. She's like, "Oh my god!" Oh, and they're like spinning in the field, arm in arm. It's got that soft lighting thing going on.
The dreamy music.
Yeah, it's
that was pretty funny.
It's super silly. I like the way they bring that back later.
Yeah.
But I
wrote that down.
She decides to come back. She gets her little first aid kit.
Yeah.
She goes down there and she sensually.
Oh man, I wrote this down. Yeah.
Super sensually cleans his amputated nub.
Yeah, I wrote Alia goes downstairs and cleans Rex's leg all sexy like.
Yeah, it's very sensual. It's very sensual, and then she's rubbing his leg, and he's like just looking at her inquisitively, and she's like, "It's for circulation." He's like, "It's working."
Oh man,
yeah, that's.
So, At this point,
and it's nonstop. This like really tongue in cheek, haha,
But it's kind of, yeah.
I
don't know. It's kind of charming.
Mm-hmm.
It's just done so well.
Very.
At this point in the movie, we get a little bit of backstory on this brother. It's their brother, right?
When she's talking to him about the family, she's like, "Oh, my family," and then it just kind of shows them.
Yeah,
she's got her little brother Ollie, and there's these two creepy ass twins that always wear masks.
Yeah,
they look like they're retarded. One of them's got a super lazy eye. I shouldn't just throw around the R word. They look like there's something
wrong with
there's something off. The elevator doesn't go all the way up. I don't know what else to say. I don't know how to say it politely. They are comically challenged. Because it makes for better characterization in a movie.
Right. Yeah. Oh, look at the two creepy brothers in masks.
Yeah, they like scurry and they're kind of hunched over all the time. You know what I mean?
I feel like they became less weird though throughout the movie.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I
don't know. I liked them though.
Yeah.
And then there's the sister.
Mm-hmm.
And then there is the uncle.
Yeah, which I didn't realize he was the uncle until later in the film. I thought he was just like a caretaker or something.
Yeah, me too. No, he's the uncle. He's got like fucking bite marks and shit all over him.
Yeah.
There's the mom and the dad. And then it's mom and the dad, the uncle, and their oldest son. His name is Patty. And Patty is like a deformed fucking monster that just has a hunger for human flesh.
Mm-hmm.
So they feed Patty.
Yeah.
That's it. So they're murderers.
But
when Rex is looking around in the basement, there's like a fucking pile of like 40 bicycles.
Right.
And then there's like 6 of them hang neatly on the wall.
Yeah.
So that's how he kind of deduces it's a family. So,
right.
Alia is telling you a little bit about the family and about Patty and all that stuff.
Yep. And we don't actually get a look at Patty.
No, when you do, looks pretty good.
It looks great.
Yeah.
It's what you would expect.
Yeah, he does look great.
We'll get to that later. But yeah, we get a little backstory, but we don't get to see him. And it leaves you with that itch, like, oh, I want to see this fucking thing that they're hyping up. You know what I mean?
Take me all the way, baby.
Oh my God, I'm almost there.
Yeah, don't just keep edging. Spin on it. Just,
edging tomorrow.
Yeah, twist the tip and punch it. Don't. It's off.
Don't do that.
That'll probably hurt your partner unless they're into that. And then, in which case, twist and punch away. Whatever. You're consenting adults. Do whatever you want.
Don't give a fuck.
Let's see here. Sensual stub cleaning.
Sensual stub cleaning.
Dude, man, him talking to Alia, Rex and Alia, just their exchange is fucking hilarious.
Oh, dude, there's so many.
When he says it to her like 6 or 7 times, he's like, oh yeah, no. He's like, listen, you help me get out of here. I'll kill your family and then we can leave. And then she's like, no, you cannot kill them. And he's like, okay, I get it. You stay down here. I'll go kill your family and then I'll leave. And he just says it like 6 different ways. So she winds up explaining to him that they used to keep her in a cage because she doesn't want to conform. She doesn't want to watch Patty eat people. She doesn't want to help kill people for Patty to eat.
Right.
She just, yeah,
it's a pretty fucked up situation.
She wants to be a doctor.
Yeah.
So that's it. And she's smitten with Rex. Boy, she's hooked.
Right.
And
which, I mean, he's not a bad looking dude. He's cut.
Yeah, he's got those cum gutters.
He's got
That's still such a gross thing. I can't quite get over it.
What?
Cum gutters? It's
cum
gross.
gutters?
Yeah, it's gross.
It's pretty gross.
You know that?
No.
Yeah.
No. Not for me. I mean, no judging, but
I got a cum bowl. My belly button.
Woo! Oh shit. That's good.
What else you got?
Okay, so Alia, I can't remember. She gets the knife near Rex at some point.
Yeah, she just like kind of kicks it towards him, a little closer to him.
Peasant? Yeah. No.
Yeah.
But some of her family returns. I believe it's the uncle and the boys.
Yeah, so she hides. Mm-hmm. In the meantime, Rex is trying to get this knife with his toes and kick it up to his hands.
But the way it cracks me up, though, because you see him hanging, but then all you see is his foot come up, like his good leg.
Right.
But it comes up so fucking... That angle, dude.
Yeah.
Which, I mean...
For the dangle,
it works.
He gets the knife.
Yeah,
and he kind of stuffs it in the knot.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man, what did he say about the knot earlier in the film?
Oh, if you can't tie knots, tie lots.
Yeah, because I don't know. Do you think that was a decent tie or...
No, that looked like a good tie.
Yeah.
The
uncle?
It looked like the biggest thing that was keeping the knot tight was the fact that he was on it. Like, he is the counterweight that makes the knot tighter.
That makes sense.
So for him to try to pull himself up, it's just going to tighten the knot more.
And he was on some kind of... was he on like a pulley system or like a...
Yeah, I think that was supposed to be so he couldn't grab the I-beam. Because I wondered that several times. I'm like, well, if you can get up far enough to just grab the I-beam, then you should be able to undo that knot pretty easily.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, he is incapable of doing that. So I think it's like on... I think it's just like a ball bearing on a fucking... on an I-beam. Yeah, it just rolls like right down.
Sliding mechanism.
Mm-hmm. They do have some sweet shit in that basement. That giant boar head.
Oh, shit.
That was dope, wasn't it?
It was funny because his conscience is like... He almost walks into it and he's like...
Yeah, he just looks at it like, what the fuck is this in here? Just a gigantic boar head. It's humongous, too.
Yeah.
Like...
Fuck yeah, dude.
Like, that's probably a 600-pound hog. That had to have been a monster.
You're right.
I mean, I'm sure it's a movie prop, but if it were a real hog, it would have to be monstrous.
Monstrous. So, yeah, the uncle shows up with the brothers, and the uncle shoots Rex. He shoots up Rex with something. We don't know what.
Something to knock him out. He does mention when he wakes up, he's trying to figure out what time it is. And then he's like, why am I awake? Surely they know I'm awake. He's like, oh no. Remember that time I went to the dentist, I woke up in the middle of a root canal, and that's like his superpower. That's it.
Well, that's actually a real thing.
Yeah, I know. It's not everybody does that, but that's a thing about your main character is,
right.
That's
his
things that are supposed to put him down just don't put him down quite as long.
Yeah.
So yeah, he gives him another shot, and I think again they don't expect him. In all the commotion, they didn't realize he should still be passed out for another 6 hours or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And at this point, we get a flashback, and this is where we get the bank scene with Rex being fucking John Wick.
Yeah.
It shows a lot more of that, and this is really cool. I like the back and forth in this film, because it started in Finland. You're thinking, what the fuck is this? What,
you just keep bouncing from Helsinki back to Boise.
But it's just really well done.
Yeah.
I can't praise it enough.
No, it's so much fun.
Yeah.
It's like just when you think you couldn't have more fun with all this weird shit, let's take you back and show you a little more of this bank robbery.
Right.
And it's like, he's like, oh, and this is where you see Rex bends down and says something to one of the down gunmen. It's like a YouTube video or whatever.
Shit. What was that guy? He was like,
what's he say? He's like, he like steps on the guy's hand because he's reaching for a shotgun, and he says something hard ass. I can't remember what it is.
I don't remember.
And then he turns around to like click the shotgun again. He's like, "Hasta la vista." No. Yippee-ki. No, that's been done.
That's been done.
What's he say? Come at me, homeboy, or something at the end.
I don't remember.
Anyway, he rolls out. He finds the last bank robber who has got the cute bank teller he was trying to chat up.
Mm-hmm.
He's got her hostage. And he's like kind of calling his bluff. And his imaginary self is there. And it's like, shoot him in the dick. Shoot him in the dick.
Do it.
Shoot him in the dick. It'll be hysterical.
It'd be funny.
Shoot him in the dick. So eventually he tells the hostage just to get up and walk to him, and she does. The guy doesn't kill him.
Yeah.
And then he shoots him in the dick. So when the guy falls, his shotgun goes off, and there was another bank teller hiding in a closet.
Yeah.
Right next to him. So she dies.
And that's where we learn the innocent person.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good reveal.
It shows you a little more of the trailer, or the trial though. And he's like, "Why did you feel it was necessary to shoot him there of all places?" And he's, on the witness stand, and he's like, it seemed to be the best of both worlds because I wanted him down and I did not want him to reproduce."
Another great line from Rex. And just, there's so many.
Yeah. This has got rewatch power out the ass.
Oh, yeah.
You could watch this 10 times and still find funny little shit that's in it.
Yeah, and I told several people at work, I'm like, watch this.
Yeah.
Please. This is the one we're doing for the show. Watch it, because it's worth it.
Yeah.
It's worth the $4. So, yeah, we get what I think was a really, I don't know, I guess I would call it a warm and kind of heartfelt moment. This film fucking has everything, man. That's why I really liked it.
Yeah.
The scene I'm talking about is Rex in prison. The only time that, I think it was her name Maddie, or the only time she went to the woman's life he saved, and
she only went to see him once.
Yeah.
And his best friend was like, "I went to go see you more than that," and he's like, "Yeah, twice." Fucking 8 years, man. Shit, I wouldn't expect anybody to visit though, man. Prison, like,
I would get a little pissed though. I mean,
yeah.
I guess it just depends on where you go.
I'd never come see you in prison for getting locked up for having such a gorgeous cock.
Oh shit!
All right, what else you got here? I've got.
No, I was just wanted to talk about that scene with Maddie, but yeah, she basically tells him, "I don't want to see you anymore."
Yeah, and
I don't know. It was just really well acted. Their interaction, their conversation, I just really liked it.
Yeah, I 110% agree. It was a really good scene. They work really well together.
Yeah. So Rex wakes up from this, this flashback dream,
and
whatever.
He's got his knife.
Yep.
So it's time to get the fuck out of Dodge.
Mm-hmm.
Does Alia come back down? Oh no, they lock her in the box, don't they?
Yeah. So
yes. So he's down there by himself in the basement. Alia, that shows her family, locked her back up in the box they keep in the kitchen. It's like a little cage made out of wood.
They've got her fucking piss and shit.
Yeah. So
Busket.
Rex gets himself cut down, and I don't know if we mentioned this, but there's the giant pile of bicycles down there in the basement.
Yeah, you mentioned.
There's also a giant pile of luggage,
right,
from all the travelers. I guess they could just get people from out of town.
They go for Americans. That's their stupid Americans. Oh, dude.
Okay.
So Rex gearing up
It's a good scene.
is awesome.
He's like going through all the luggage and shit and grabbing everything he can find.
Yeah.
He affixes a golf club driver to his leg to try to walk. And he kind of does it a little bit. Yeah. And then he gets to the staircase and it shows him like going up one stair. And then it's like 23 minutes later, he's at the top of the staircase.
23 minutes later, pops up on the screen.
Yeah.
And then we see him at the top of the staircase. That was great.
Yeah, that's good stuff. That would be so fucking hard.
Oh shit! Before that though, when he woke up again, the other fucking the uncle trying to saw his other leg off.
Oh my god, he was! I forgot all about that.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck,
just
man?
Trying to cut off his other leg. He just wakes up into it. He's like 3 rips into him.
Oh man, Rex just fucking duct tapes it up and just.
So the whole family sitting around the kitchen table. They don't know that Rex is under the table.
And we don't know that.
Yeah, we don't know that either. This feels like a very specific type of violent scene in a movie. I feel like this should be called party violence.
Party violence?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It's like kind of hardcore Henry. You know what I mean? Like bang, 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 pew, 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 pew. But it's like nail guns and knives and shit. And there's like fun kind of speedy music playing in the back.
You know what I thought at first? I thought Rex was in the wall or something. Because the first person that he shoots, so Rex has a nail gun. That's one of his weapons. The first person that he shoots is one of the brothers, the twin brothers.
Yeah.
And the twin brother goes to take a drink of water. And while he's drinking it, you just see him just like a guttural,
Yeah.
You see blood in the glass. And I thought he was behind them in like the wall. I was like, what the fuck? The fuck's he doing back there?
I don't know.
But then we find out that he's under the table.
Yeah, he like fucking nailed his feet to the floor and shit.
Oh,
it's pretty gangster. Anyway, it's a savage beating where he kills the 2 twins and the mom and the dad.
No, he doesn't kill the mom.
He doesn't kill the mom?
No, he kills the twins. He kills the dad. The mom falls near the cage, and Alia.
Oh yeah, Alia kills her.
Strangles her
like a piece of cable or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty savage stuff.
But
can't tell you though. I mean, this thing is like it's shot in such a nice color palette, and it's like bright, kind of cheerful.
Yeah. So Alia strangles her mom, pretty fucked up, but her mom is really harsh to her. She's just so mean.
Oh yeah, she's a mean cunt.
But we finally get to see Pati. Yeah, baby,
and he looks pretty good.
Yeah.
He's a good like. Deformed monster family baby man.
That's it.
Yeah,
and it looks good.
Yeah, it looks scary and also real.
Fucking if that thing's coming towards you,
you're freaking out.
I'm out, son.
But Rex does better him, barely.
Well, what's funny is this is where we get another funny daydream scene.
Oh yeah.
Pati is fighting Rex.
Rex is like holding onto the refrigerator.
Rex grabs
Pati's
him.
got him sideways. He fucking opens the refrigerator door and there's his foot and his what is that? Is that your femur?
Yeah, I believe. Or wait,
let me check. Tibia. So he sees his foot and like just his tibia, like broken off, shattered fucking piece of bone.
It's just sitting on a plate in the fridge.
Yeah.
Like,
and he has a daydream about. That same daydream that Alia had about Rex, like spinning in the field. It just hits him with his leg with all the meat still on it. It's pretty funny stuff.
That was one of my favorite parts of the film.
It was a really good leg prop that they used for that.
Oh yeah, it did. Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. But like you said, eventually Rex he kills Pati. Obviously, I mean we knew it was going to happen. Just
right?
Didn't know how. But how does he do it?
Oh, he fucking shoves the foot in his mouth. And then later he's talking to his himself.
Yeah,
and he's like, oh, you should have said finish him or finish your vegetables. Or so because they're finished.
You get it? Because they're finished.
Dude, I about lost my fucking shit, man. I guess I didn't hear that the first time that I watched this.
Yeah.
Because they're finished. I was like, why would you say that's not that funny?
That's what I said to myself when he said it. I was like, what's he talking about?
Yeah.
And
because they're finished.
Yeah. Man. Great comedic timing. But yeah, Rex and Alia, they leave together.
Mm-hmm.
And we get kind of a happy ending, I would say.
Yeah, they're having a date night. And Rex is telling a story about how
they met.
how he and Alia met.
Mm-hmm.
And Alia is watching this other girl at the table, like,
ooh, shit.
Kind of touch his hand and like eyeball him a little too hard.
Yep.
So now she sees herself standing outside of her body. What'd she go to kill this broad with? She like chop into her with just a giant meat cleaver or something?
Yeah, it's like a butcher's knife.
Yeah.
I think.
She just has this vision of her killing this lady.
Yeah.
And then they don't, and then everybody's quiet, and Rex is like, well, what's the problem? Because he was telling the story, like, how he killed her whole family.
He's like, and then I killed her whole family. And everybody's just like, what the fuck? And he's not laughing.
No.
Okay, so you said there was a post-credits. Or do you have something else before we get into the...
No. Well, they bring Alia's little brother.
Oh, yeah.
The youngest brother. They bring him with to America or wherever they're going. So the post-credit is just him sitting in his bedroom by himself, and he takes out a picture, and it's that family portrait they show you several times.
Mm-hmm.
And he folds it out, and there was one more twin brother.
What?
Yeah, so there's 3 brothers instead of 2. I guess they just cropped one of them out.
Huh.
Right.
That's not Pati?
That's not Pati.
Wow. So that's maybe where we get...
That's maybe where the next one's coming. Sequel? But, dude, if this is not the adventures of Rex and Alia, I'm going to be kind of upset.
Just like a continuation.
I just want more of that.
Yeah.
I'd watch 10 of those.
Yeah.
You could Marvel Cinematic Universe that shit. I'd watch it. That is great. It's fun.
Yep.
It was breezy. It was interesting. I've never seen a movie like that.
No, because like I said, you get a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
There's a fucking bank robbery.
Yeah. The guy's kind of a psycho.
Yeah. He's a little bit of a...
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me of The Voices.
Yeah, you know
what I mean?
A little bit. It did kind of have a little bit of that dark comedy vibe to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess that's maybe why we liked it so much, because if you listen to our episode of about The Voices, we fucking loved it.
Yeah. The Voices is, I would put this pretty much on par with The Voices. It's just a really good sleeper that, like you said, you would have never watched. No. I would have never watched it either. I was just bound and determined to go to Redbox and rent 3 movies.
Find something.
So I picked 2 movies, and I was like, I got to pick one more. I was like, well, it's either this or that. And I was like, well, that looks at least like more fun than that thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I watched this accidentally, and it's probably one of my favorite movies I've seen in the last 12 months, probably.
Yeah. It's so good.
Yeah, it's really fun. I like it a lot.
So if you were to rate this...
9.75.
9.75?
9.75. You know what I didn't like about this movie? Nothing. But I don't think it was perfect.
Yeah.
I don't think it was perfect, but I can't pick anything out that I didn't like about it.
Yeah. Maybe the only thing I could think of, and I briefly touched on this earlier, was the twins they became a little out of character throughout the film, I think. They got less. Okay. I don't know. That's just me nitpicking. But that's not a real complaint.
Yeah.
I want you to know that. I fucking love this film.
Yeah, well that's how I feel. I'm like, man, 9.75. I don't want to give it a perfect 10, but at the same time I got nothing like that to knock it on. I suppose you could take that. That's pretty nitpicky. It's so nitpicky.
It's so nitpicky.
Forgive it easily.
I think I'm gonna have to agree with you.
You go 9.75?
9.75.
God.
Rex
19.5 thumbs?
No, Rex cut off at the kneecap.
Mm-hmm.
Half legs.
I bet he's got
9.75 Rex cut off the kneecap, half legs.
Half legs?
Wait,
okay.
was it below the kneecap, or was it?
Yeah,
it was right
below the knee. He had, I don't know, probably 4 inches below the knee.
Yeah. Oh man, such a good film.
Wow. How much do you want to bet that his prosthetic in the next movie is it's got a gun in it, or like a knife, or it's like something. It's something.
So it's from
RoboCop. He's just gonna bend all the way down to get it.
Oh shit!
That's
I can't wait. I hope we actually get a trilogy.
I would love that so much. Yeah. I would love that so much. This is delightful.
Mm-hmm.
I like it a lot.
Oh, the only other thing I really have to say, very random. Most people are not going to know who I'm talking about, but Rex at points in the film, he sounds just like an actor from The Righteous Gemstones. Scott MacArthur.
Okay.
it's weird. Like, it weirded me out. I'll have to pull it up for you and let you listen to it.
Well, I tell you what, we're going from horror thriller that is funny as hell to horror comedy that's probably not very funny. We're going to watch Monster Man. Ooh. It's got a 5.7 on IMDb, 50% on Rotten Tomatoes, 2003 horror comedy starring a bunch of people I've never heard of.
Oh, there's one you've heard of. You know who it is?
Who?
He is from...
It you?
Yeah, I'm in this film.
That's crazy, man.
I was in Monster Man, 2003. No, he was in Not Another Teen Movie.
What?
Yeah, Eric Youngman, or Youngman.
Eric Jungman?
Jung, I think it's pronounced.
I don't
Probably
know,
pronounced Youngman.
Shit, what it is.
But he was he was old girl's fucking creepy friend.
Yep.
In Not Another Teen Movie.
Yep, sure was.
That's the only person I recognized.
Yeah, that appears to be it. It doesn't look like it's gonna be good.
Might be 5.7 on IMDb.
I'm just hoping it's breezy.
Hour 35, so not bad.
That's not bad. Well, I guess let's kick it off. Let's have a couple of drinks. I'm gonna loosen up a little more. Take a couple of notey notes, and we'll come back and
get back and get on the shoot the
on the
get on up on that horse.
on the shooting on that. Welcome back to the AGP, which of course stands for Amateur Golf People. My name is Doug Gunder, and with me today always.
Hi, Doug. Doug, I'm Beats McCluster.
Beats, great to have you here. See, we're joined back on the 18th while Ricky Schmaler is he's in the woods.
Have we already made it to the 18th hole?
For Ricky Schmaler. Yes. So first round, his
first round action has really been impressive.
Yeah.
Doug Gunder?
Yep. And
Doug Gunder.
Of course, Lions Forest is still at the top of the leaderboard instead of Tiger Woods.
Lions has been playing with impeccable skill in this second round of premier action of AGP.
You know it.
All games played.
Mm-hmm. All golf players.
All golf players.
People
that are playing golf. Back to Shins. Shit.
All right. It looks like Ricky Schmaler looks like Ricky Schmaler's just finished with 12 under. Let's go ahead and throw it to Buns.
So Buns has been he's not been playing well lately.
Oh, Buns is playing? Yeah, but Buns has not been playing exceptionally well today. He's 2 over for the round, but still 3 under for the tournament. Yeah.
Buns is a sneaky bastard.
He is sneaky Buns.
Sneaky
Buns. And Lions Forest is 12 under. I'm Doug Gunder. Okay, we're back. I want to make a correction right up top because we are not watching Monster Man. We couldn't find it to stream or rent or anything.
Boo.
Yeah, no Monster Man. So instead, we watched a movie about another man who is arguably still a monster. We watched Skeleton Man from 2004 that looks like it was from 1994.
Boo.
I had fun with Skeleton Man. You didn't like Skeleton Man? Well, I didn't like it. I just had fun with it.
No, I had a blast with Skeleton Man. Not as much fun as I had with Torque. Torque.
Yeah.
Not as much fun as I had with Torque.
Okay.
Because Skeleton Man is real bad. Real bad. But it's real fun at the same time.
It is. So, Skeleton Man is a 2004 release directed by Johnny Martin, originally aired on the Sci-Fi Channel. March 1st, 2004, had a budget of $2 million. Could have fooled me. Stars Michael Rooker, Jackie DeBatten, Robert Minute. Nobody cares. If you want to look up who's in this, Timothy Murphy's in it.
That's literally you don't. That's all you have to say.
It's Timothy Murphy and Michael Rooker. That's who's in it. There's a blind Indian man in it who's real big on beans. But he also doesn't sound like an Indian. He just kind of vaguely looks like one, a bit.
And not even, not really, though.
Or like a vagrant. And he's sitting around a campfire that's essentially not lit. My biggest problem with this whole movie is that they shot 99% of it in the daytime. And a spooky skeleton man in the woods on horseback in a black cloak, not as scary at 2 p.m. You know what I mean? It's just...
Yeah, this is a mess. This is a mess of a film.
Would you mind telling the good folks at home or at work or wherever they are what the fuck this is about? And me also?
Okay. A co-ed group of Special Forces agents search the wilderness for a predator-type creature that has been on a killing spree.
Does it say predator-type creature?
Yes, it does.
Because they were leaning into the predator thing really hard.
They really are.
But they've been like, listen, stick with me now. It's not an alien. Mm-hmm. It's a skeleton man who has any number of weapons at his immediate disposal at all times, who can teleport.
But also kind of has a predator-like vision.
But he's just a skeleton man who's an Indian.
Yeah, he's an Indian.
Yeah.
He was an Indian.
Cherokee, right? Is that what they said in the thing that...
I think so. In his past life,
he was the Cherokee Indians.
Yeah, probably.
In his present life, he's a skeleton man.
Yeah,
old skelly boy.
So we start off with an archaeology man and woman, and they're visited by Skelly Boy because there's an ancient skull that Skelly Boy needs, and he's gonna get it. He's gonna fight. He's gonna kill people to get it, and there's a lot of bad acting. And then there's a helicopter intro that's really long. Yeah,
somebody had a big heart-on for helicopters in this, because there's a bunch of them in it.
Skeleton man, more like
helicopter.
Hello, helicopter. Chopper man.
It's so fucking stupid, man. Yeah, he originally shows up to steal a skull.
Yeah,
which has got nothing to do with the rest of the...
I mean, the Native American, I think that's where the tie-in is there, I guess.
It was Big Chief Six Bears.
Yes, Big Chief Six Bears.
Yeah.
Of course, played by...
a skull. Got him. Boy, the stunts in this are awesome. Like, Skeleton Man can pick a man up by like his shoulders and put him flat on the ceiling,
on top of it,
like flat on the ceiling, like where his heels and his legs and everything are tight. There's a lot of really jarring visual choices in this. I guess
it's like I guess it's a lot of, as far as the stunt work goes.
That's just a man laying on a forklift.
What?
I think it's just a guy laying on a forklift.
What do you mean?
Like when he's laying on the ceiling?
Oh yeah, no, I'm just talking about a lot of the stunts throughout the whole film are used with wire, I assume. Right, because the way that the bodies are like thrown, after they're hit, it's just stuntmen. It's just stuntmen on a string, mechanism or whatever rope mechanism that are being forced backward, like. It's really bad, though.
I wish I would have caught this on TV on Sci-Fi in 2004.
Yeah?
It might be one of my favorite movies. It's not now, though.
In 2004, yeah. I would have loved this shit.
Michael Rooker's not terrible in it. He's about the only thing that's not terrible in it, but there's still, like, weird choices for presenting his character, like... It's him and Delta Force or whatever, and they're all super secret.
It was Delta Farts.
Delta Farts, right. Yeah, that was the name. And they're going to this point of a last situation report. They call it a sit rep. So they have a ridiculously large team of people in this outfit, which Michael Rooker is the commanding officer, and he's wearing like just like a brown shirt and some like bright blue pants. He's got a bright blue hiking backpack style. Nobody looks like they're in the military in this.
No.
Nobody does.
Yeah,
it's super silly as hell. There's a lot of crouching and talking.
Yep. That's about 90% of
Take a knee.
everybody take a knee.
Everybody take a knee.
Hey, guys, bring it in.
Well, listen, we walked 35 yards. All right, take a knee.
Hold up.
Hold up the fist.
Yeah,
He holds
every
his
time.
Fist in the air. Whoa.
Because I mean, he's a military man.
No, yeah, you gotta do that fist.
So
in
yeah,
there.
you get a lot of spec ops. You got a lot of this group running through the woods. You get Skelly Boy, Skeleton Man, shows up.
He's proficient in every hand-to-hand combat weapon that there is.
You name it: bow,
Hatchet, axe, full-size axe,
spear,
spear. Yep. Bow and arrow.
Yeah, I
Giant knife. I think he shoots a guy in the beginning.
I think he had a gun. Yeah, and then was there a whip too? Didn't he have a whip at one point?
I said it. You never saw it, but it kind of
sounded the crack.
I thought I heard it too. Yeah. And then you see the guy getting dragged away, but you don't see. There's no skeleton.
So skeleton man is also interdimensional, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. He seems to be. He can just make himself intangible and teleport.
And he shifts. Yeah, it's kind of like a shift.
It's like a blow, like a. I don't know what you call that. Didn't look like a terrible effect for 1994, but they didn't make this in 1994, so it didn't turn out very good. Old girl, one of the old girls in here's got a really sweet looking knife. It's kind of like a cookery, if you know what your knives are, but smaller, like a smaller cookery. Just a neat thing I noticed.
Yeah, you're a big knife guy.
I know my knife styles. I
got knives. Did you ever?
I got a couple knives.
Do you remember watching the Knife Show?
You talking about like the thing on Q-Span or whatever it is?
Yeah.
That Colin's mom used to watch all the time?
No,
yeah.
we used to watch it all the time.
Yeah, I remember watching the Knife Show. That's the only one I wanted to watch. The rest of them are fucking stupid. Check out this glass ballerina figurine. I don't give a shit. Ooh, look at that pocket knife.
Yeah, but the reason we watched it is because those guys dropped swords consistently in every showing.
They had to have been high as balls.
They didn't know how to handle these weapons, and it was fucking hilarious.
I don't guess I did watch that with you. No.
The Knife Show. It was like this redneck dude just showing off fucking knife bundles and
dropping them.
He dropped swords all the time. It was really bizarre. If you've seen the Knife Show, if you remember it, please write us and tell us how much you enjoy the Knife Show.
What's that email address?
It's just 2 movies. It's just the number 2 movies at gmail.com. The Knife Show is amazing. We're gonna look up some YouTube videos later.
Yeah, that'll be our next episode. Will just be it's the Knife Show episode.
Welcome back to It's Just 2 Knives. We'll just
put it on in here in the studio. And
yeah.
Just watch the Knife Show. Just turn it on, sitting here and talk for 2 hours. I don't sound like a bad time. The Knife Show.
It sounds like a better time than Skeleton Man.
Yeah,
right,
there's so many weird things about Skeleton Man. He rides a horse, 3 horses actually, but they cut it so like they think you can't tell. But one horse is like a very light, like milk chocolate. The other one is like a 90% cacao. And the other one is just black as the night.
Right.
But they use them interchangeably with different skeleton men. So, like, the outfit's different. And he's got the one that's in the movie the most. He's got this big fucking, oh my God. It's like they had to put a piece of plastic in the hood to keep the hood out of his skeleton face. Because they want to show that off. So instead, it looks like he's just wearing this giant bonnet.
Yeah, it does.
It's fucking ridiculous.
What else do you need? He's interdimensional.
He puts a spear clean through a tree.
Oh, yeah, when he kills that one chick, or is it?
Yeah.
When he kills that person?
Kills everybody. What's Skeleton Man's body count by the end of this movie, you think?
Probably like 30.
35, yeah.
I'd say
He's
30.
fucking killing everybody except Michael Rooker.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can't kill Michael Rooker.
Can't rook the Michael. Old girl has a sweet knife.
Let's see. Bean.
Yeah, that was my next one. Is got any beans? Just heat them and they're good to go.
That's what the
Indian guy, blind bean boy. And now Indian ritual.
Yeah, so it shows they happen upon in the woods an Indian man that really likes beans. He's a big fan of beans, which, I mean, I like beans. I eat them all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're all fans of beans. But he opens the can of beans with his mouth.
Yeah, he does just fucking tear it open with his fucking teeth.
That I was really impressed by that.
Me too. And then he just eats him barehanded like a fucking psycho. So about Bean Guy, before we get into anything else, I did take the liberty to hunt down that clip from it.
Yeah.
And I'd like to play a little audio from it, if that's okay with you.
You want to share with the listeners?
Yeah.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Beans is good. You just heat them, and they're good to go.
So that's supposed to be a Native American gentleman.
Yes.
And it is just a really old white man.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
doing his best impression of an Indian man. You just could have got an Indian guy.
Yeah.
But they probably wouldn't say that shit about beans. They'd be like, "Can't pay me enough to sound that retarded. Fuck you."
Beans.
Beans is good.
You just heat them up, and it's good to go.
They really love that bit of eagle footage. There's like 2 clips of an eagle, and they play it constantly.
Yeah.
And like Skeleton Man, sometimes he'll like push somebody and make an eagle caw noise. And then when it shows him as, what's his name? Cottonmouth Joe?
Cottonmouth Joe.
Cottonmouth Joe, when he's an Indian who's still alive.
Yeah.
He like screams with the fire burning in the background, and it's just,
yes. So the Native American, his name was Cotton Eye Joe.
Cotton Eye Joe? Like the song? Cottonmouth Joe? Cotton Eye Joe.
Wait, sorry, Cottonmouth.
Okay.
Cottonmouth. I misspoke. So he was Cottonmouth Joe as an Indian.
Yeah.
And then he died, or he killed some people? He killed his own people.
He transitioned into skeletonness at some point.
Oh.
Who was still a man, which is why it's called Skeleton Man, but nobody ever refers to him as Skeleton Man. Again, you could have got a way better vibe off of this movie by just shooting it at night.
I don't think they had the budget for that.
I think the Indian scene, like the Indian ritual scene that they've like fucking weirdly were just like, now it's this. I thought it was the best looking part of the movie.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Yeah. It's just
that was about it though.
Just because of the lighting. Because it's supposed to be eerie, which it is at 11:30 at night. Yeah. 1:45 after lunch, after a little nap. I don't know. It's not very scary.
So, okay, the Skelly Boy's his vision.
Yeah.
What Skeleton Man sees.
Oh, it's like a.
You know what it reminds me of?
What?
How would you explain it?
It's like a knockoff Predator vision.
Yeah, that's kind of how I.
Yeah.
So what it reminds me of is I don't know if you ever played the most recent Batman video games.
Not the most recent one. No, I did play 2 of them.
Well, I mean, it was probably the first or second one.
One of the Arkham
series. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Batman has this detective mode that he goes into.
Yeah.
And it kind of reminds me of that.
Oh yeah.
Maybe it was Arkham City, but yeah, I weirdly compared it to that.
Yeah. And then the last thing I have that was good and funny was Michael Rooker's Flashback. When he's talking to that girl and he's like, yeah, when you kill your first man, they say you never forget it, but you forget it. But you never forget when somebody kills one of your men. And then it shows a flashback for like 15 seconds, which is just a helicopter crashing into a metal building.
And this is supposed to be
a guy doing a backflip and falling into water. And then it cuts back to it. And the girl's like, you did your best. I don't know. I get what they're going for, but it's a swing and a miss.
Yeah.
Michael Rooker eventually follows Skeleton Man who's now in like a giant laboratory place.
Yeah.
It's very Terminator 2. It's like a big facility where there's lots of pipes and electrical stuff.
Right before this, or a little bit before this, or at some point in the movie, Skeleton Man shoots an arrow and takes out a helicopter.
He does.
And that is the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
That's some bullshit, yeah. He also hits a woman in the head so hard. He hits a woman in the head so hard with a club, her head explodes.
Right.
Like a grapefruit, man.
Did he hit her with a skull? Or was it?
He's got so many weapons on him, it's impossible to know. Unless you rewatch the movie. Could have been the blunt side of a sword. Could have been a tomahawk. Could have been a baseball bat.
Ooh.
Could have been an old shoe.
Also, backing up a little bit, and
okay.
then we'll wrap up Skeleton Man, because I mean, why? What else are we gonna do? At one point, one of the other main guys in the group leaves and finds civilization and steals a semi-truck.
Yeah. Yep.
That's something that happens.
To jackknife it.
Yep. He wrecks
and then
it.
Crawl back into the woods and then get killed.
Yeah. Why?
They just had a semi to blow up, I guess. If you were gonna try to fix Skeleton Man, what would you do with this?
We didn't finish. I've got more notes.
Oh, we didn't? No, but by all means.
All right. We'll jump through it pretty quick.
Okay.
There's a scene with two of the girls.
There's a scene where people are shooting at Skeleton Man. It's an hour and 10 minutes long. It's just people in the woods just shooting guns.
That's almost the entire movie.
It's about an hour of it. I'm not joking.
Yeah. But just real quick, there's a scene with two of the girls, and they're by a creek, but the creek is infested with mosquitoes.
Oh, yeah. There's like fucking clouds of gnats right in their face and shit.
They're just chilling.
They just needed some different scenery to have them take a knee and chat, you know?
Right.
That's it. They're like, this fucking, look, people are going to know that this is our plot for the entire movie, is to just have you guys take a knee and talk. Let's go take a knee over here. Pull you aside. Take a knee.
Skeleton Man, he sneaks around on a horse a lot, which
also teleports.
Yeah.
3
but
horses.
I mean, he sneaks around on a horse. That's something you can do.
Yeah, horses not traditionally very sneaky at all.
What kind of horses do you have?
Well, none anymore.
You got the wrong horses.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess we got those loud horses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry if you hear one of my dogs is fucking going ape shit outside right now.
There's an ape out there?
Just the shit. just its shit. That's all.
There's another gunfight with Skeleton Man.
Dude, there's so many. I mean, like,
that's literally
thousands.
85% of the movie.
Thousands of rounds. I bet they cut down trees out there in the woods with fucking bullets with all the shooting they were doing at Skeleton Man. Oh, and just can't phase him. After my first 3 clips, I'd be like, oh, you can't shoot this guy.
Right.
And I would just throw my gun down.
And I would just leave.
I would just run. I'd run away.
Hey, you guys know we could just leave, right?
It seems like he's bound geographically to where he's at. So if you get far enough away, he'll leave you alone.
There's a point where Michael Rooker is making bombs out of beer cans.
Yeah, he's like putting grenades in beer cans or something. I didn't really understand what that was. And then all of a sudden he had a very sophisticated proximity mine. Where it almost made it look as though he made the proximity mine out of the beer cans. But it's like, not.
It's got like flashing lights on it.
Yeah. It's not made out of beer cans. Clearly. It looks like something out of the Halo franchise.
Yeah, it does. Skelly Boy infiltrates a plant. Oh yeah, that's the end, essentially.
Yeah, he infiltrates a plant. Guess what happens in there? People shoot at him. People shoot at him a lot. shoot fucking grenade launchers at him and more guns and handguns, and Michael Rooker gets him to get into position, and then he blows the joint.
Yep.
And then post-credits, he's still alive.
Post-credits,
He's still out
we
there.
get a classic 1990s rewind
From 2004.
from 2004,
Yep.
and Skeleton Boy he's Skeleton Man
Mm-hmm.
Skeleton Man
Yeah.
is he's coming.
He's out there. He's riding one of 3 different horses.
2021. Look out for Skeleton Man 2 featuring Nicolas Cage.
Skeleton Man 2. Bone Daddy. Oh, I guess it could just be boned. That's probably better.
Oh,
Boned. Totally boned.
Skeleton Man 2.
Boned and dethroned.
Boner.
Throne of Bones.
Throne of Bones.
Mm-hmm. Skeleton Man 2, Throne of Bones.
I like boned.
You like boned?
Yeah,
It's
just boned.
definitely keeps more with the comedy aesthetic that this is not trying to be, but winds up being. How do they market this? Does it say it's like horror, or
You know what's funny about that?
Does it say comedy? Because it's not that funny.
No, it doesn't. But you know what's funny about you asking that?
This is a horror thriller bullshit. What's funny about me asking it?
The only trivia for this film. Oh no, I guess there are 2 bits of trivia.
Lay it on me.
The first is, in Germany, the movie is tagged as a comedy and not as a horror film. The advertising slogan on the DVD, which stands for digital video disc or digital versatile disc.
Right.
The package announces, "Here lives the spirit of Ed Wood."
What?
Yeah. What's that mean?
His name's clearly Cottonmouth.
The other
So
bit
saith the Bean Man.
The other bit of trivia, the film was originally titled Cottonmouth Joe.
I'm going to take it back to the bean guy, the Indian bean guy real quick.
Oh, the man that opened a can of beans with his teeth.
With his teeth, yeah. And then he's just eating them with his hands. So you got like a cold pork and beans, and this guy's just scooping and slurping while he's telling this story. And it keeps cutting back to like close-ups of his face, and he's got like deliberate bean juice all over him. If you've ever seen the subreddit Beans and Things, it could definitely be a good candidate for Beans and Things, because they're in this Indian man, and he, you heard it,
Beans is good. You just heat them, and they're good to go.
All right, man. Let's get straight to it.
All right, what do you want to do with this?
Before we make a decision, I want you to rate this film for me. I want you to rate this film as just a movie.
Just a movie. I'm going to give it a 1. A 1. It's real bad. It's not convincing. It looks like it was made 10 to 15 years before it actually was. It looks like garbage. It sounds like garbage, and it's dubbed for no reason.
We forgot to mention that. It's dubbed.
It's dubbed for no reason at all.
What the fuck?
It's not like it's in a different language.
No,
but it's dubbed poorly. The entire thing is. It must be a real struggle getting audio outdoors.
I guess. So as a bad film,
8.
Yeah,
I give it an 8.
Good.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. A little long for my taste at an hour and 30 minutes.
So the standard
you could have cut 45 minutes of people shooting guns. I guess if I were going to, what do you got as a regular movie?
I'm gonna agree with you on the 1.
Yeah, and the bad movie?
6.
6 thumbs. Okay.
Yeah, just because I did have I don't know. This one's conflicting for me.
It wasn't as fun as Torque.
No. I still enjoyed it. It's just, man, it's like 6 different films. Like Torque knew what it was.
Yeah, and 3 of those films are just people shooting guns in the woods. That's my biggest complaint with the whole thing is I fucking get it. You've got guns for your budget. I get it.
Budget of, what was it, $2 million?
$2 million, yeah. It's probably just all on helicopters and that semi.
And the horses.
And obviously...
helicopters, 1 semi, and 3 horses.
Mm-hmm. What would you, is there, like, start me off. What would you do to fucking fix this thing?
I was gonna ask you to start me off because I don't fucking know.
All right.
You could. Here's the thing.
Make him not okay. First of all, he needs a weapon of choice. He's
Skeleton
got
Man.
too much shit going on. He's got like a Castle Grayskull sword and like an old Indian looking spear and an old Indian bow and arrow. And then he's got a modern hatchet and a modern like short sword. I don't fucking understand his choice of.
He's a man of many weapons.
He is. I guess he picks
He's
up
very
a new one.
Versatile.
Yeah, I'd say give him one. Give him one and stick
weapon.
with it. Yeah. Also, different costume.
Yeah, he's got to have a different. It's silly.
And shoot it at night.
It's silly.
You don't have to put that weird fucking bonnet thing on him to see his face if you make it at night. Because then any shot of his face, he doesn't even have to have a hood on and it'll still look fine. You know what I mean? If you play the lighting right.
But he's a skeleton.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's got to have some. I mean,
a bonnet? He's got to have that.
No,
weird...
he doesn't have to have a bonnet.
Is he like, he's very sensitive to sunlight? Is that why he wears that, do you think?
Do you think skeletons are sensitive to
I don't think skeletons are sensitive at all because they're
the skeletons?
They're just bones.
That's why he's got to have an outer shell.
Because
he's just bones.
That's the name of it. Skeleton Man 2. I'm just bones.
I'm just boning around, man.
Yeah, so pick one weapon and stick with it. I don't even care what it is. Maybe make him not able to teleport.
Yeah, why was that even a thing?
I don't look, because he can teleport, maybe make more of the movie the military people observing that he can teleport and then trying to think of clever ways to catch him.
Right.
Like testing the limits of his abilities or
instead
whatever.
Of just shooting at him
for an hour. Yeah, it's just too much of that. I don't want to watch that. I have no desire to watch that. I can watch 5 minutes of it, and even that feels like a little much of them just kneeling and shooting automatic weapons into the woods.
Yeah, I think that would add a little bit more to the story.
Yeah. I would definitely bump up the amount of eagle footage. Not enough of that.
No, here's the thing.
I'm gonna need more than 12.
I feel like maybe it should have been a crow. I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah.
It needs to be crows instead of an eagle.
Okay.
Adds a different twist.
Eagles are a little too honorable because he's just a murderer. You know what I mean? He's just a murderer, crazy guy.
Right.
He murdered women and children, and then he made the eagle noise. But what if he goes to scream and it's just like ah! Instead of the eagle, ah! Just a one,
just one crow,
just a one crow,
just flies away.
Right? Oh my god, he's so fucking stupid. Yeah, shoot it at night. You got to do something with that fucking get up, man. He looks too stupid.
Yeah.
He looks too stupid to be scary.
Just use one horse.
Yeah, one horse. And one weapon. And we're down to one thing left we can change about the movie. I guess them trapping him or trying to... Them knowing they can't shoot him would accelerate the story. And I don't even care if your end product is 20 minutes shorter. It's going to be way more interesting.
Listen, you can have one scene where you shoot the fuck out of him and it doesn't work.
And then end it.
And then after that, like you said, let's figure out how this motherfucker is teleporting.
Yeah, it's almost like it's from another movie. Is it called Predator? When that dude, he's dying and they're all making sex noises. They're like trying to treat his wound, and he dies, and they're like, oh, and even all the women are like, oh. What the fuck is that supposed to be?
They're out of breath.
I guess, man. Fucking too much like up and down and up and down. I bet their thighs are on fire from all that taking a knee and standing up. That's like doing lunges all day.
Do you think you could keep all these actors and just get a different director?
Your main actors, honestly, you might be able to keep them and just give them a little more direction.
Yeah.
But your like cameo actors, like your security guard that gets murdered and your other security guards to get murdered.
Just tell them to take it down 10%.
Yeah.
That's all you got.
Or change the camera angle where you don't get that like close up of their face with the fakest expression of horror.
Right.
Like, I'm not getting paid enough for this shit. This is all I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you about 60% of what I got.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, no. Skeleton man.
Skeleton.
Bang,
man.
bang, 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 bang. It's not affecting him. Bang, 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 bang. Yeah. Fucking grenade launcher his ass. Nothing. Still nothing. It's, I don't know. It's fucking, that portion of it is real dumb. And I didn't care for it. What'd you think?
Real junk.
What would you do differently apart from the things that I've said?
I don't know what I could do.
Do whatever you want.
Personally.
It's your world, squirrel. Would you just get 5 more Michael Rookers?
5 more. No, I'd get Gerard Butler.
Oh, Jerry?
Fuck, I don't know. No, I think you could keep the actors different direction. Camera work was serviceable.
Yeah, I guess so. The only part that I really didn't care for, that I was like, quit that, quit it, was the very beginning when somebody's running through the woods and the camera's like,
yeah,
the cameraman is also running through the woods.
Right.
It's like, that shit.
Stop.
Just turn the camera off, dude. Just turn it off. Like, go stand over there, show me them running across, and then go move, and then show them running towards you, and then show them running away from you, and you don't have to chase after them. It's really hard to look at.
What if Skeleton Man had fire powers?
Well, he would have crow powers.
Crow powers.
So, I guess like the power to eat French fries out of a parking lot or something like that, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what to do to make Skeleton Man more cool, but all I could think of when he's got his sword out in that like first scene where he's short swording dudes and cutting heads off, was I was like, oh, it's Taskmaster. And just in a robe instead of a sweet fucking body armor with a shield. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, maybe don't shoot side profiles of Skeleton Man, because then it's very clear to see that he has a human nose that's just painted black. It's just a little something I picked up.
Just saying.
Yeah, I gotta do that. And they only did it like twice during the whole movie. I was actually pretty impressed.
But it's noticeable.
Yeah. Yeah, it's because they're like, this piece of flesh that doesn't exist. The actor, whoever it is, has quite a large nose. Are you impressed? It's pretty big. You know what they say about big noses? They make shitty skeleton faces when you just paint them black and pretend that there's no flesh there.
I have heard that.
Yeah.
I've heard folks say that.
That's what I've always heard.
I don't know, man. I think I would make it a comedy.
Yeah.
I feel like that's our cop-out,
I feel like
though.
with most of yeah, I know. I kind of want to keep it in the same vein.
Well, we can keep it horror
thriller.
Just make it fucking, I don't know. Put some weird twins in there.
Yeah. Maybe leave out the Indian shit. I feel like that's not necessary. Make him a scary story instead of just like he's an Indian guy that murdered people.
What if he was a robot though?
Robot Skeleton Man?
What if he was
Terminator. What if he was a Terminator? Is that what you mean?
What if he was a robot skeleton crow?
And what if at the very end he was like, hasta la vista, baby?
Call.
Yeah, and then he said, I'll be back.
A robot skeleton crow. So a crowbot skeleton man.
A bone crowbot man. A bone crowbot man.
Bone crowbot.
Yeah.
I feel like I would like him to keep the bow and arrow.
You think you're going to go bow and arrow?
Yeah.
I was going to say like tomahawk and just fucking bludgeon people to death with it, but That's just because that CGI bit with the bow and arrow, like when it showed the arrow flying through the air.
And then taking out the helicopter.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Like you can tell it's just like an arrow suspended by string, and they're just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that was really bad.
Oh man!
But we're trying to fix it. And
Yeah.
And if I'm fixing it, I'm giving Skeleton Man, I'm giving skeleton robot skeleton crow
Man.
I'm gonna give him the baddest fucking bow and arrow, because bow and arrow, I don't care who you are, it's sexy.
Okay, yeah, I won't argue with that.
I don't know where I was going with that, but
You're gonna give him a bow and arrow.
I'm just gonna give him a fucking bow and arrow. I like it. And he's gonna also have he's not gonna have firepower. Just every arrow is automatically on fire.
Okay, yeah, that's not bad. I want a tomahawk, but I also feel like he could teleport and it would be okay. Like you could give him the teleportation power or the phasing,
Interdimensional,
just walking around.
See, at first I thought
you got to lose the horse though. The horse is just too much.
Yeah.
It's not sneaky. It's not covert. It's not scary.
What if it was a donkey?
Does it have an erection? That'd be pretty intimidating.
So a
Just
robot
riding at you, the donkey's got a big old fucking boner banging around his knees. He doesn't even care though. He's just foaming at the mouth.
God damn it.
Scary horse, the Nazgul from the Lord of the Rings, that's a scary fucking horse. It's a scary looking horse. It's intimidating. It looks undead. That guy is like brown milk chocolate colored horse is not scary.
It's not doing it.
In the middle
get rid
of
of
the
the
day.
horse.
Yeah, something.
Do you think he just travels on foot then? Is he like a Jason?
Yeah, give him like a Jason Voorhees kind of thing, but he can like teleport certain distances.
Yeah.
I don't know, give him some sort of stupid limitations that they can figure out.
Right.
So they can figure out how to
He
beat
can
him.
only teleport.
And let's not end this shit in a giant facility.
Yeah, that was fucking dumb.
It was fucking so weird. Like 95% of the movie is in the woods and in an archaeologist's house. And then it's just in a giant facility for the last like 8 minutes. Or whatever it was. God, it felt like fucking ever.
Yeah.
Real long, real skeleton-y, real bony. Nobody said anything like, fuck, we're boned. You know what I mean?
Then it would be a completely different film.
Yeah, it would be a comedy, which would be better. Because you could just be like, look how fucking stupid this movie is we're making. Just throw some weird dialogue in there like, we just keep shooting it, it's not doing anything.
Get boned.
Bullshit, shoot it some more. You're about to get boned.
You're about to get boned.
Mm-hmm.
Bonehead.
Bonehead.
Hey, Bonehead.
Hey, Bonehead. I catch you at a bad time. From Blade. Oh my god. I got nothing else for this, man. It would need a lot of TLC to turn into something that's actually good. To make it profitable, you could just make it. You could leave it the same and just change the dialogue.
Mm.
But man, that fucking like hour of them just shooting shit in the middle of the woods has got to go. That is way too much of that.
Got to go.
Yeah. But you got anything else you want to add for this?
I hated it. I loved it. And I never want to think about it again.
That's fair.
That's all I have to say about
You want to think about Skeleton Man? I did get some pretty sweet pictures.
No. Oh,
yeah,
fuck yeah,
I'm pretty
you did.
excited to post those Skeleton Man pictures.
You got any trivia?
Nope. No, I actually ran out of trivia, and I was really busy this week, so I was gonna like write down trivia and then use those sound effects and just go in and fucking paste them. But I never did get around to doing that because that website we were using only had a finite amount of stuff, and we
ate it up.
What?
It was just two sleepy boys. Two sleepy skeleton boys.
Until next time, thanks for tuning into It's Just Two Nappies.
It's just two nappy babies. Hey, you say you were going to show me that thing in the shower?
Oh, yeah.
You guys aren't gonna start sucking each other's dicks, are you?
I don't know. You hungry? You want some?
Let's call that phone talk for a one-eyed Batman.
Can I make a suggestion that doesn't involve violence? Or is this the wrong crowd?
Maybe we should call in a bomb threat to Houston. I think it's free beer night at the Astrodome.
We're Jedi, Bob. We don't fight with guns, we fight with our mind.
Cousin businesses are booming.
That is one big pile of shit.
Jog on.
It's Just Two Movies is a production of Blue Cheese and Bacon Studios and can be found wherever you get your podcasts.
You like the two koozie system I have? Man, last time I smelled one of your farts, I almost died.
What do you call the ambulance? You're an air vac. You're an air vac member, though.
Yeah. So
they just brought the helicopter down out in the field, took you in, gave you some smelling salts and defibrillator. No! God damn it! You don't die till I say so. All right.
The skeleton was denied a bank loan.